Welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers. I am so sorry I'm getting on so much later than I wanted to. Oh, but it's still so much earlier than it used to be. But I really wanted to come on before Amber comes on at noon. I don't want to overlap her broadcast. I may end up overlapping it a tiny bit, and I'm sorry for that. Well, welcome, live viewer. I had so many tech problems getting on. You cannot believe. Anyway, welcome, live viewers. Welcome, replay viewers, to my broadcast. I am simulcasting on Twitter. I'm realizing I can't see what I'm pointing to. Okay, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, all with the same username everywhere, Tiffany TLC Music. All my own music, except one song written for me. Most of the music's modern American folk on acoustic guitar, but I also do some vocal looping. I'll make this a little higher. Vocal looping and bluesy songs, and I'm working on a piano arrangement for a new song. Stay tuned. I have switched my broadcasting time to midday. Hello. Hi, Daniel. I'm so sad I got on so close to Amber's broadcast. I've been trying to get on for like 25 minutes. I'm not as good as I could be because I really don't want to overlap with Amber's broadcast at noon. I really don't want to do that. But it took me forever to get on, so I may end up overlapping just a little bit, but I'm really bummed about that. Anyway, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you on this midday broadcast. I think I'm going to do The Sun on the Sea, if it sounds good to you. This is a song about, I'm going to get right in on the song since, actually, you know what, I'll do a different song first because that's a little bit of a tricky one and I need to warm up my fingers a bit. Let's do I'm So Done. That's a strumming song. So this, I try not to think of this, I don't think of this as about people or being frustrated with people so much as just being, let's all just shake off the stress and dance in the sun. She comes on at noon Pacific time, so she comes on in like 15 minutes. Wah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. On TikTok. She does her TikTok at noon. Well, at your time, I don't know what it would be, but it's in about 15 minutes from now, whatever your time is. But anyway, so glad to see you. I'm still so happy about these midday broadcasts, but I'm going to have no technical problems, no personal problems, and just be able to get on sooner. It's really challenging. All right. So here we go. That's the only thing, is that it's not really of any consequence if I get on late at the end of the day. Well, it is a little bit, but all right, here we go. 7, wow, isn't that great, Daniel? It's so much earlier for you than it was before. Isn't that great? I'm so glad. All right, here we go. I don't feel so bad having people on from over there now because I used to feel bad. I am. I'm planning to, at least for some of it. And then I probably won't be able to watch the whole thing. For so long I held myself down in the dark, deep underground. But I'm coming up, I'm stepping did this part. I may have done this, so I'm repeating it potentially. Even grown up, I couldn't rest. On my guard, I was a test. Part of me deep inside still thought it was how to survive. But now I'm so done. Yeah, I wanna have fun. Wanna dance in the sun, with everyone. So happy I found my way to that part, tenderly heal my heart, to trust in my grown-up self, trust that I could ask and get help, 'cause I'm so done. Yeah, I wanna have fun. Wanna dance in the sun, with everyone. 'Cause I'm so done. Yeah, I wanna have fun. Wanna dance in the sun, with everyone. With everyone. With everyone. Yes. Hey, Terry! Good to see you. Have you heard about my new plan? A lunch surprise, exactly. Yay! I'm glad. See, it will work for lunch at some people. So first of all, I hope you're doing well. Alon! Yes, Alon. Good news. I feel like an evangelist. I'm here to share the good news. The good news is I got inspired by Amber, and I've been thinking, how can I promote my broadcast? And I've been looking at everything from changing my graphics to putting out little videos on TikTok, and there's lots of things I want to do, but it dawned on me there might be a much simpler thing that could make it easier for people that already like me and like my broadcast to come on. And that is if I could see my way to doing it a little earlier. And I don't know what clicked in me, but I was like, you know what? I think I could. And so I'm going to experiment with it. So I hopped on last Wednesday at noon, 11, somewhere between 11 and noon. I can't remember, Pacific time. It worked so well. I had so many people on. Same time, same thing on Friday. Just like so many people, and new people, like there was somebody else in Great Britain, in England there actually, specifically Alon, and they followed me, and it was like, oh my gosh, this could work. And I got so excited. And so my only thing I'm a little bit, hi Carrie, aloha. So isn't that great, Alon? The only bad thing, I don't know if it's bad, but I am only broadcasting Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this point. I'm trying to save Tuesday, Thursdays for just promotion, and also like dance things and recording, and I just can't. Anyway, so that's the downside, but I am pretty well done with experimenting. I'm pretty well committing to this midday broadcast. One thing I'm really bummed about today is that I had so many technical problems. I actually want to be getting on a little earlier than now, because I don't want to overlap with Amber's 12 o'clock Pacific time TikTok stream. I know it's the Wild West when it comes to timing your broadcast, but I would prefer to not be overlapping, especially because she's the one who inspired me. I don't want to be eating into her broadcasts. I'm not much competition. I don't know that any of you guys listen to her broadcasts regularly anyway, but I think Daniel does, actually. Daniel does. Anyway, thanks for all the emoticons, Alon. How are you doing at this bright and early hour? Relatively. I think it's still about 8 p.m. there, right? 7 p.m. That's what Daniel said. Daniel, I'm not yet, but I am thinking about it. It's probably not the best time to be thinking about joining TikTok, because in the US they're there's a bipartisan effort right now to ban TikTok because of security issues. So it's like, do I bother? Amber said what I have to do is put out she said 2 to 3 videos a day. But when I looked at her trajectory, she put out 42 videos in 2.5 months and hit 1,000 subscribers. Yes, you do. Shoot, I forgot. Oh, you do watch her on TikTok. Is that what you meant? You're doing all right. I'm glad, Alon. Yay. I'm just so happy that I hope this will be a better time for you and you'll be able to watch more easily without having to be up in the middle of the night. Because I don't feel good about people. I'm grateful for them watching me, but it doesn't meet my need for their self-care to be asking them to come on at 2 or 3 in the morning, That's not great. It's not great. Anyway, you guys, this is the 3rd straight broadcast day, midday broadcast of a lovely little group of people. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like I said, the only thing I'm disappointed about today in particular is that I got on later than I would have liked. So it'll be okay. I'm going to tell Amber that it was not my intention. Not that I don't think she's expecting me to avoid her broadcast necessarily, but I feel bad. All right, let's do The Sun on the Sea. I've been working on this song. This is going to be the first song I record, I think. I've been setting it to a metronome, which is actually it's a little challenging, but that's okay. That's okay. So The Sun on the Sea is a song about one of the most beautiful spots that I'm personally familiar with, have been to many, many times, in my opinion. But then again, I'm not a seasoned world traveler, so I'm not saying this is the most beautiful spot by any means. There are a lot of really beautiful spots, and I've been to some of them, but this one holds a special place in my heart. And this could describe many spots. This could describe any rugged coastline in the world. This could probably describe places in Ireland, maybe even in England. I don't know, but certainly in the northern coast of California, which is what I wrote this about. A little bit north of Bodega Bay, Schoolhouse Beach in particular. All right. Let's see. Let me get the. And anybody feel like telling me any more about how they're doing? Anything? Thanks for the emoticons, Alon. I love those. You're so pretty. All right. So, bear with me here. I'm going to start the metronome. You won't be able to hear it, I don't think. Tell me if you are. You shouldn't be able to hear it. Okay. So bear with any hiccups. This is still a bit of a work in progress. Let's see. Close my eyes and breathe in. Salty air delights me. The gas gone invites me. Excites me. The sound like a rain stick. I open my eyes to see a billion pebbles glittering as they pull toward the sea, toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun. The sun on the sea calling to me. Along the shore I slowly walk, feeling each grain of sand, but my eyes are drawn back toward the sea and all the beams reflecting. Stare mesmerized, as if in a trance, overcome by the beauty. I burst for
waves spreading over the sand, rolls and rolls of white silk, encrusted with pearly beads, tiny bubbles glistening. A big wave crashes on the shore, rushes forth to meet me. I stumble back laughing, it licks toes to greet me. The sun on the sea, the sea, the sun on the sea, playing with me. Soon I reach the tide pools, teeming with life, green anemone shimmering, starfish clustering. Slow but sure I scale the rock, bare feet, bare hands, mindful each step to the top, to behold the ocean grand.
Hey, Brad!
And the sun on the sea and the sun on the sea, dazzling me.
How you doing?
Out at sea the rock juts, wave hits the foam flies, a waterfall of diamonds pours down, the seal swims by without a sound. Soon the sun will go down, the loved one will come around to coax me away from the sparkling sea, while I look back longingly, back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me. Back toward the sun on the sea, toward the sea and the sun, toward the sun on the sea, calling to me.
So you got to bear with me.
Calling to me to dance with me, to play with me, to dazzle me. It's where I long to be.
The metronome is so much harder. Yes, Brad, it's very exciting. It is. Let me turn off this metronome. It's banging in my ear. Okay. I'm trying to get this song down to a metronome so that I can record it, but it's hard. I'm having a hard time with the metronome, but I have good days and bad days. That was a particularly hard one for some reason. My fingers are sticky. It is, Brad. It's very exciting. It's my third day of broadcasting midday, and it has been so much better. There have been so many more people who've been able to come on, including some people that I love to see that like to come on from overseas, but they usually have to come on at 2 a.m. when I'm on so late. And as a few people explained to me, there are just so many eyeballs. There are so many, I should say, There are fewer people watching because half the world's asleep when it's later. And also, there are like twice as many or sometimes as many broadcasters later. When I say later, I'm talking about later U.S. time, my time, Pacific time. And so I have been thinking about different ways to promote my broadcasts and other ways to, just have a little bit of a bigger group. And I don't know, I was always dismissed earlier broadcasts out of hand. And something I've been watching Amber Crowley, who I love, broadcast, and I just realized, I think I maybe could do a midday time, not every day, but I could do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday in general. I mean, I might have an appointment or something, but it's worth it, I think. And I feel, it feels like in a way it meets my needs more. And of course it meets needs for other people more who are overseas, who really just don't have a very healthy way to watch me without getting no sleep. So that's a long story to say, yes, it is a new stream time, and I am thinking about continuing it. That's my current plan. It's very exciting. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I want to be getting on a little earlier than now because I would like to not be broadcasting when Amber's broadcasting. Amber Crowley is my new fave. She's such an inspiration to me. She's on TikTok starting about 5 minutes ago. Isn't that exciting? How are you doing, Brad? I hope you're doing well. Thanks, by the way, Alon, for those incredibly awesome emoticons. I love those. So yeah, but I had all kinds of technical problems getting on today. I had no intention of getting on at 11:45. So now I'm going to end up having to overlap with her broadcast a little bit. So you know what I think I want to do, if it's all the same to you guys, I think I'll just I kind of don't want to be on too much longer than while she's on. So I think I'm going to do Sad and Sweet Memories and Tumble Star. Unless there's a strong request out there, give it a few seconds here for somebody to type in a strong request. Because Tumble Star is short, so anyway, I'm so glad to have you guys on, and I'm glad to have found a better time, I think. Yeah, let's see. Sad and Sweet Memories coming up. There's still a few seconds left. If somebody wants to have a different request. Sad and Sweet Memories is about parents, about forgiving parents, and recognizing their humanity, empathizing with them, but also maintaining empathy for yourself as a child if you had unmet needs, which so many of us did, because parenting is very hard and it requires a great deal of emotional and physical resources to really truly meet all the needs of your kids, and often we don't have those. And so I think parents deserve a lot of empathy, but that's not to take away anything from the empathy that the kids who might be suffering also deserve. So this was sort of my journey of realization in my own life and with my own parents in that regard. So and it's kind of written from a kid's voice. It's sort of a simple, at least early on, like I'm picturing myself as a kid, younger person. So it's sort of more of a simple lyrics in that way. Like I said, or at least early on. Oh, and sorry, one more thing. In this song, in the last verse, I mention a lullaby, and that lullaby was written by my dad. And then I go ahead and I'll sing that lullaby, which is this really sweet lullaby that he wrote for me when I was just a little girl. I was about 4.5. So super sweet. All right, let's see here. I want to get this out of the way. Okay, here we go. I remember our house, the happy times in our house. Split apart, I felt so sad.
care for me. But I love my little family. The peace and the stability. Silent, sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. You asked a single mom, wasn't easy for you or me. I needed more support and harmony. Your parents, they didn't show you what to do. Parenting alone is so much harder too. Which is why I'm so amazed at the sweet friendship that we have today. I love the connection that we share now. We ended up close somehow. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. I really missed our times, Dad, from before the split. You wrote a lullaby for me and sang it with such tenderness. Your tenderness, it carried on and on. But your focus on me seemed almost gone. But I know it was so very hard to lose your family. So hard, I think maybe it hurt to look at me and really see that I've come to treasure what you're able to give. And I'm so grateful for every day that you live. Sad and sweet memories. I'm glad, so glad for what you gave to me. Though you didn't always know just how to meet my needs, you bother me so much to me. You bother me so much to
Parents. Parenting is difficult. It really just takes a village, as Hillary Clinton said, the name of her book, and that was taken from many other places before her. And it takes a village to support the parents. So the parents have the emotional and physical resources to support their kids, because it's a lot of work. It's wonderfully rewarding, and part of it can be made easier depending on how you do it. But how you do it is in large part determined by what resources you have. So it's kind of a vicious cycle. All right, let's do the lullaby that I sang, that I spoke of, that I referenced, Tumble Star. For anyone new, I see a number of folks on different spots, which I'm so glad to have you. Please be aware of a couple things. One, I can't see you unless you chat, and you have to be live, obviously. And when you do chat, if you're on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, your what you say will show up here, and that way we can have some cross-platform connection, which is really nice. And also, another thing is, if you're willing to share the broadcast, that would be a great way to let people know, hey, this person's on in the middle of the day, come check it out. And follow, if you're not already. Twitter is the important spot for announcements, and Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube are the best spots to watch. Tell the app to let you know that I'm on, like click the bell or whatever it is, and then you get notified, you come on, you can chat. It's great. It's great. And I am coming on midday. So I'm going to do one more song. I am coming on middays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Pacific time, around sometime between 11 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. I'm trying for hopping on. I'm gonna see if I can end up getting more specific, but after a day like today, where it takes me a half an hour to fix my technology problems, it's hard to commit to an exact time. There was also a lot of interpersonal stuff. There was some issue going on as well. So it's like, oh my gosh, life, life, darn it. So this will lull us all into peaceful, hopefully not slumber, because it's the middle of our day in a lot of cases. Although those overseas, you can go to sleep. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. Put up your star emojis if you want. Sleepyhead, dreams are spinning round. Snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. A busy day full of play, friends were ever there. I sang my songs, I played my games, and toys always shared. I like that. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. Sleepyhead, dreams are spinning round. Snug in bed, a gentle sleeping sound. Tumble star, tumble from the sky. Tumble far, I wonder why. Oh, I feel so soothed. I hope you do too. But not to the point of sleep if you've still got half the day ahead of you like I do. Thanks for being with me. Hey, Mike! Oh, good to see you. Hey, I'm going to be signing off any second to hop on Amber's broadcast, but have you been on since I've made the big change? I'm sure you've seen my little announcements popping up. I'm going to put my little blurb up right now so you can see it all in one place. There's big change happening, Mike. Big change. I am now looking at coming on midday. I've been 3 days in a row, 3 broadcasts in a row. I've come on midday Pacific time instead of late in the day or evening Pacific time. Yes, I think so too, Mike. I had to work my mind around it after a week or 2 or 3 or 4 of like brainstorming and reading articles about how to promote your broadcast and so on. And realizing it feels like a shot in the dark. Do I do this? Do I do that? Like, is it really going to make a difference? It's so much effort, and then I thought, watching Amber over and over in the midday, I thought, and I talked to some other folks about this, and we really realized that there are way more broadcasters around 5 p.m. Pacific time when I used to come on. So there's a lot more competition there for the fewer eyeballs. There are way fewer watchers probably because half of the world's asleep. And I feel like I'm just seeing how well Amber's doing in the midday, and I'm thinking, maybe that's a piece of it. Maybe that's a piece of it. Our music, I think, is more midday oriented. Also, I think it's more suited for a midday broadcast, although that's the least important of it. Did you, Mike? You heard Keegan's music. You got to check out, he is extremely prolific. And I couldn't even begin to list all my favorites. But do check out a few of his albums. Check out the song Rigid in particular. That's a recent one that he put out that's so good. We love it. We just love his music. Oh my gosh. It's so danceable. So we work out to it every day. I'm glad you checked it out. Thank you for doing that. But anyway, yeah, it's very exciting. And so far, the results have been stupendous and tremendous in terms of people on. It's been wonderful. So much better coming on midday. So from now on, thank you, Mike. I'll take personal credit for that. No, we don't know where he got it, honestly. He never had any professional music training. He had 6 months of Suzuki violin when he was 4, but he has an incredible ear. He can just listen to a cover. He can listen to a piece of music and then just make it. Just by ear, he just makes it on his digital audio workstation, like a computer software. He just makes it, and then he sings over it or whatever. He does covers too sometimes, but yeah. So he just has a knack for it, and he'll be like, oh yeah, I wrote another song today. Oh yeah, I did another song today. For me, it's maybe 1 or 2 a year. For him, it's 1 or 2 a day sometimes. I'm not kidding. He has 300 songs or something. He cannot keep up with publishing them all. And it's just so cool because when you put out that much music, you're going to have some really awesome ones in there. Maybe you're going to have some ones that people don't like as much. That seems also likely if you have that much. But it's crazy. It's crazy. So we're very, very happy for him. And I've been helping him with his copyright stuff and his legal stuff and getting his business going. And it's extremely cool. Extremely cool. So thanks so much for saying that and for taking the time to check it out. Keegan Clark, I'll give another plug. He's on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff, all the places you normally would find people except me because I haven't recorded yet. He's going to help me though. He's going to help me. Anyway, so excited to be here and to continue Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm going to be trying to hop on no later than 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Big hugs to you, Mike. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm beside myself with excitement. Oh my gosh, Trevor, good to see you again. We had a nice, lovely crowd again today, Trevor. This whole experiment is really working out so well. Glad to see you for a moment. Unfortunately, I'm signing off. I feel really bad because I'm overlapping with Amber's broadcast now, and I want to support her. She's been part of my inspiration. I meant to get on by 11:30, but I had mountains of technical problems, so I made it on late. Bye, hi, and bye, Trevor. TLC to all of you from me. Please do join the TLC family. All it takes is following and then showing up when you can. Twitter for announcements, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, best spots to watch. Chat and have it show up here so we can have some cross-platform connection. Tiffany TLC Music is the username everywhere, all one word. Those are my initials, TLC. How handy. Tiffany TLC Music, all one word. Follow, share if you would. That would be awesome. And I appreciate you so much. The happiness from this broadcast just carries over through the rest of the day. It just keeps me especially good on a Monday. Thanks, everyone. Until next time, take care of you. I hope you all are doing well enough and that I see you next time. Bye. Have a good rest of your day or evening.